So today we are making cream chicken and biscuits. This is one of my husband's and my favorite meals to make in the winter months. So I'm using 4 cups of cooked chicken, and this is about 4 cups, but I'm not gonna measure that at all. So anyway, I just have this in a bowl, the chicken in a bowl. And then I'm gonna grab from my freezer. It doesn't call for, I kind of make my own because some of the things that it calls for, we don't like. So we make our own. Like it calls for half a large onion. I use onion flakes because I don't have an onion right now. It actually calls for 1.5 teaspoons of butter. And that's to like cook up the onion, but I'm not cooking up the onion beforehand, so there's no really need for that. So I guess I'm gonna go with my recipe, but instead of chopping up an onion, which you can do, I just use onion flakes and pour until I think we have enough. And so for a lot of the stuff that we're leaving out, like we're leaving out pimentos, I'm just gonna substitute that for mixed vegetables. So I do a bag of frozen mixed vegetables. We just get the 12-ounce mixed vegetables, cut them open, throw them in, because when it cooks, it will cook those too. So I just cut them in, mix them in, throw them in. Pretty simple, and that's how we get our vegetables in there instead of like the pimentos that we really don't like. And I just mix the chicken and the vegetables together. And at this point in time, like when I do this, there's sometimes I'll actually spice it up. Like my favorite go-to seasoning salt is the Lars seasoning salt. No MSG. It is the favorite go-to, so I kind of throw in some few little spices. It doesn't call for it. You can if you want. I've kind of mixed and matched a little bit. The biggest thing is getting the chicken in there and then the right amount of like the sour cream and the cream and chicken soup and whatever. But you can always add whatever spices that you want. Like, hey, I want to spice it up a little bit. It's supposed to be kind of like a cream of chicken pot pie or something like that. So the biggest thing, like I said, is to make sure that we get the right amount of liquids in there. So it does call for 10.5 ounces of cream and mushroom soup. Yes, we buy from Fairway. If you're from the north, that is my that's my husband's favorite store, which I don't mind. And Fairway is not sponsoring the video, so. So anyway, I just dump it in. And then it says 1 cup of sour cream, which is technically just like your 8-ounce sour cream. So I don't measure, it gets a lot of the 8 ounces. We're using dill pickle sour cream, but it probably tastes better with sour cream. But tonight we're using dill because that's what he has on hand, and it's from the good old thing of AE. But normal sour cream. So anyway, I'm just gonna mix those two together, and then I'm gonna add cheese, about a cup of cheese, and then about 1/2 cup of milk. All right, the mixture is mixed like this. So, all right, my next ingredient, doing 1/2 cup of milk. This is something I guess I do measure just because I do want it to have right. And I'm using taco style cheese tonight because that's the only cheese that we have on hand. So we're doing 1/2 cup of cheese, cheddar cheese, taco cheese. But you can use whatever you want, like mozzarella, cheddar. And I'm not measuring because I don't think you can go wrong with cheese. So, a couple handfuls, you know, 2 or 3. It says a cup. Because it's like the chicken was frozen and the green and the mixed vegetable was frozen, it actually is not as runny as you think it is. It will be runny once everything bakes. So this is how this looks once it's all stirred together. And now I'm going to put it into the pan. 9 by 13 glass pan. What I'm gonna do is butter the sides and the bottom, because it does help. So that's where my butter comes in, I guess. Real fancy formal. I just take a stick of butter and butter the bottom of the pan. And this helps the ingredients not to stick. And now I'm going to just pour the mixture into the pan, and then I just spread this out over the whole 9 by 13 pan. Give it a nice good base level. You want it as level as you can. So what you're gonna do from this step on is you're gonna bake it at 350 for about 25, just really about 20 minutes or so. You're gonna bake it just as you see. I always bake for about 20 minutes, the bottom layer, because you want that bottom layer to really be cooked almost all the way through, not all the way through. And then after about 20 minutes, then we will pull it out and line the top with biscuits with we just have a general 16-ounce biscuit can, and we will line undo that and place biscuits like every two. So 2 biscuits here, 2 biscuits, 2 biscuits, and I think 1 in the middles or something. But anyway, evenly out. You do use all 8 biscuits in this pan. So and they have 11 by 7, and I'm doing a 9 by 13, which is reasons why I can get all 8 biscuits. So I'll do 15 to 20 minutes until they're golden brown, and then it will be ready to eat and serve. I will take a picture of it when it gets done. So, and if I'm home to put the biscuits on, I'll take a video for that too. For now, that is where I'm leaving you.